2-0 for Arian now.
Yep.
Storming away with the two first game in a pretty convincing style. Jesper needs to find his mojo here pretty fast, unless he wants to be beaten handsomely. A Grünfeld, slightly offbeat opening choice from Jesper here with the bishop g5, bishop f4 move. e3 now. I guess b5 is a move. Bishop e6 is a move, yeah. Could play queen b1 now, yeah, he does, Jesper. He's updated. Theoretically, very cool variation this actually. Bishop d5 is a move, I guess. I think also you could sacrifice this pawn. Maybe play c5 or get the knight out. 2-0 for Arian so far. 2 convincing wins in the first 2 games. The pressure is on for Jesper Thybo. Of course, both of these players are Offerspiel players, as this is the Offerspiel Talent Cup. One of 2 semi-finals, and the other semi-final is between GMs Johan Salomon and Johan Sebastian Christiansen. Both very promising, very good Norwegian grandmasters. This is a Norwegian-Danish matchup, so we'll see if Jesper can respond to losing the 2 first games. Arian now has had a very long think in the opening, down to 2 minutes approximately. Jesper has been blitzing out, knight g5. This looks like some preparation from Jesper, who regains the pawn on c4. Arian getting his king to safety, speeding up a bit now. Arian e6, preparing queen e7, probably c5 at some point. And now it's tricky for white, who needs to decide on a plan and a regrouping of the pieces. Maybe a4, a5, rook e1, e5 is also possible. Just covering this pawn looks reasonable with the rook. c5 will be black's plan.
Guess you want to meet c5 with the d5, but that needs to be prepared a bit.
So maybe move the queen away to
queen
maybe queen b3, rook
maybe?
ad1, yeah. Queen c1, hitting this pawn, maybe preparing queen a3 at some point. Okay, queen e3, and now the rook into the center, yeah.
Yep. Oh, hanging pawn.
I guess this is not up for grabs, at least not entirely. So Arian is the one down on the clock now. 1 minute 50 seconds against Jesper's approximate 2.5 minutes.
Wasn't e4 hanging there a moment?
There's a queen on b1, so no.
Yeah. So the queen was...
So Jesper had everything under control. Yeah, but he wanted to liberate his queen at least a bit, so rook e1 was played. Now bishop d3, and this is of course a very typical plan now, because he's forced the king to h7. This is the entire point behind the queen c1 move. And now bishop d3, h4, h5 is a typical plan to weaken and soften up the black king side.
Yeah, I tend to like these positions for white, but I'm not sure if it's actually
very nice
good
pawn
for white.
Very nice. It's very demanding to play with white, because you made a huge positional concession here, because you've given up the d5 square. So Arian sacrifices a pawn to get his pieces going, to get the knight to d5. So this is quite thematic, something we see in the Caro-Kann as well. The knight going to d5 to stabilize the black position, and Arian's just claiming that, okay, I lost a pawn here, but my pieces have improved so much over the last couple of moves that it's worth it. So knight d5, bishop d2 is probably Jesper's plan. We see that he had to think a bit, Jesper, before responding to the pawn sacrifice. Only 20 seconds or so separating the two players clockwise. Rook c8, bishop d3. Now again, this plan is possible for Jesper, who needs a win desperately to keep in contention here. Rook d1. Alright, this looks reasonable, but again, I would prefer to see this plan played. Now Arian can win the bishop pair, and this will of course give him some compensation normally, but remember guys, this bishop is not a huge asset at the moment. Bishop e4 would be my preference here to exchange the other bishop. Okay, h4 played. Finally, this can be played at any time, I guess. But to get a knight against this bishop would be my preference. We see the Arian is on point tactically here. Bishop e4 would keep the pawn, keep the extra pawn. The Alpha Zero pawn, as noted by Halvar in the chat. Hello, Halvar. He actually blundered the pawn here with this lunge, because bishop g6 check is not possible, because there's also a rook threatening this after, I guess, though. I guess that's the point, right? Or... Okay, so Arian did go for this. Bishop g6 played, and I didn't really see the problem here for white, but Arian claims that, okay, I will win 2 pawns, and I will have...
Is that his claim, or was it just a blunder?
I'm not sure, maybe it was a blunder, but this is not super complicated.
No, but it's still blitz.
It's still blitz though, but a discovered check would Arian normally see. But my suggestion was actually just bishop e4 to avoid this, but as I just noticed, he just wins an exchange with white. However, it might not be super easy to convert this. I mean, black's position is...
It looks to be super easy. When the rook gets to the 7th rank, as it just did, then everything, yeah, I think everything will drop.
Okay, we'll see. We will see.
I would even consider taking g7 here, but I'm not sure if it works or not.
Doesn't look...
Take on g7, rook d7, and then...
maybe it works, I'm not sure.
Probably not. Maybe.
Needs
though.
to be calculated though.
Yeah, it does.
Looks very unnecessary, but if it works, it works,
Yeah,
of course.
agreed, I guess. Okay, so queen e3 then.
Queen
suppose.
e3, and then just line up the rook.
Yeah.
Any black attack here is just focused on f2, so that's all you need to know with white. Queen e3, preparing this, and with a doubled rook penetration coming on the 7th, then black needs to do something very fast, and he does. Rook h5, threatening, of course, a very direct mate in 1 on h1. What do you do here with white? King f1 maybe?
Can I take a g7 now? Is it
If
better?
king f1,
No.
then maybe queen c4?
Yeah, but...
I'm not sure. I am not sure. Okay, so now he takes, because the king is just...
Yeah, but there's...
completely
no
naked.
check on the 8th rank.
If
You go to...
f8, or where do you go?
Yeah, maybe...
No, because then you have queen f3, right?
Yeah.
So where do
Okay,
you go?
this is actually...
This is just mate, right? Because you have to go to f6, and this looks dangerous.
Is it mate? I don't see I don't see
It
any
would be
mate.
brutal if there's no mate here, guys.
Yeah,
King,
but then...
queen c3,
rook e5.
where do you go? Rook e5, yeah.
And so now there's no mate threats
G3
anymore.
preparing f4, wow. But now queen e1, super annoying, and he's so difficult to shake, Arian.
But what happens? Queen
E1,
e1, king g2, queen e4. This
Yeah.
is a draw.
Looks like a perpetual after queen e1. Because you can't go... Okay, so he's not happy with the perpetual here. He wants to run up the board with the king.
Whoa.
This reminds me of Short Timon
Yeah.
from I think the Tilburg tournament.
Okay, so there's no time left. Work. Gotta trade.
Okay.
Gotta take.
Arian's still going for it here.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
That's
How is this?
I guess it's draw. I guess it's draw. But
King g2 takes.
yeah,
It's
this-
winning for white,
this is-
or is
no,
it a
this
draw?
is a
Oh, he
draw.
just goes around. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is
Very nice though. What a game!
what a game.
What a game!